Hello, welcome to hanging out with Raphael and I. Hi, Raph.
Hello. Welcome to what, Lorain? What are we doing?
I don't know.
It's
We're
been a
here.
while. We forget.
It's been a while. Yeah. So last week I couldn't because I had my dental surgery. So I'm finally feeling feeling better and just a little empty inside. But funny because I know a lot of people have been the energy's been weird lately,
Mm.
you know? Like
In what way, though? What? How has it affected you, like body wise?
tired, not a lot of energy, moments of, oh yeah, I'm through it now. Great. And then tired, but also dizzy. It's been weird. It's almost like after you mentioned it, the next day I wake up and I'm dizzy now. And it's like, what did you do to me? No.
It's like voodoo. I have a Lorain doll. You were
Uh-oh.
dizzy. I spin you around. Wee.
That's the secret. I know now. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So what about you?
I have been insanely dizzy. Yes. It's like
Mm.
weird and I don't know, some kind of vertigo or what have you, but it's interesting that I'm not the only one. So I'm kind of
Hmm.
curious. And actually Annalie has mentioned that she's been really dizzy too lately. So there I don't know.
So, I mean, if it was just you two, I'd be like, okay, what paint are you sniffing in your house? Right. But I mean, I'm way over
That
here
was just
now. So,
between you and I. You
oh,
were not
sorry.
supposed to share. Like, come on. What kind of friend are you?
I'm the bestest friend you can ever hope to have.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you're here, say hello. Let us know you're here. We might be pulling cards a little bit later. We're going to do things a little shorter today because we want to make sure we just kind of give you some value. And I know if I'm feeling like this, Raf's feeling like this, people who have been commenting on my posts have been kind of feeling a little off or tired and judgy about themselves. Um, it's okay. You're not alone. I think it's so important to tell people how you feel. Like I know I grew up and it's like, well, don't complain. Right.
Mm.
So some of us don't say anything because we don't want to be perceived. Well, there's a few things, right? We don't want to be perceived as a complainer, or we want to be seen as somebody who's stronger. But then if you keep ignoring what you're feeling, it always seems to kind of bounce up a little bit higher in your vision and gets in the way even more, right?
I think the big thing is to, yeah, definitely acknowledge it. And the last, oh my goodness, I think 2 days I have not done much at all. I've binge watched a lot of Amazon Prime and Netflix and you really
All that
rested.
educational stuff.
Exactly, all educational, definitely. Um, the school of Netflix.
Mm, mm, I hear you.
Yeah, yeah. But I respected that I was feeling not quite right. And then today, um I had a burst of energy. I did, mowed the lawn, cleaned the whole house, mopped the floors, gave Sushi a bath, and did my
Oh,
room. And so it's just like, right. So I feel like you just need to acknowledge how you feel, respect it. And if you are, not everybody's capable of, like, I'm having a timeout, I'm taking a day off, but, be a little bit gentler with yourself and just allow your whatever it is to work its magic and work through you.
yeah. Yeah. I think the key there is definitely non judgment and just allow yourself to feel what you feel. And
Hmm.
yes, we're lucky that we don't have to push through the 9 to 5, where some of you might. And you're like, well, yeah, it's easy for you to say, but there are ways around it. And the first thing is to just love yourself through it. Because I think the first thing we want to do is we want to kind of slap ourselves and go, nope, snap out of it. I need to do things. But yeah, you have to meet yourself where you are. And that
Hmm.
actually brings me to our conversation before we started here. You did some automatic writing,
I did.
which, you know, people might say, well, what's that? And I think of it as like channeled writing, because you just kind of get going, right? You just kind of
Hmm.
start and then messages come through.
Yeah, or idea or a thought or inspiration. It's just like, it's just start writing, and it's just like, well, that came out of the blue and I'm writing it down. So, and yeah. So usually when those energies come to me, I usually try to write.
Good,
Uh,
good.
yeah, yeah. And so like I don't know. I was thinking about our live tonight and I just started writing, and I wrote, with great inspiration comes insights. Or is it with great insight comes inspiration?
Mm.
And then I'm like, hmm.
Chicken or the egg?
Exactly. And then I wrote, we all have the ability to tap into a new mind filled with inspiration to create great things within and all around. Get inspired.
Mm. I love it. I
So
love
it
it.
just kind of, I don't know, that might be a universal message. I know that really kind of clicks with what I needed to hear. So it's, yeah.
You know, and that's usually the way the message does come through for the collective, but it's something we need to hear as well. It's
Hmm.
usually the way. And the beautiful thing is, like we've been saying, is that we're not the only ones. And the more we realize that other people are feeling things or going through things that are having them respond in the same way, even though if the scenario or circumstances is way different, the emotions are there, are similar or are the same. So I mean, as far as that, the dizziness and stuff, like what I felt like, I could still move around and stuff. It just felt like I was almost underwater, and I couldn't move my head too fast. And even now, if I kind of tune into it, it's still kind of there, but it's, to me it feels like we're pushing through a veil almost of energy. And anyone who's sensitive or empathic, you might be feeling it to a certain extent too, or it shows up in a different way. I mean, we're not all exactly the same, but I really feel that there is a shift happening. And well, I know we're right in the middle of Mercury retrograde, so there's that. So there's that, optical illusion thing happening, and um, it just feels like is it just me projecting? Let me just ask that. I feel like it's something that's shifting and changing, or do I just need to go get an MRI? Like like what's going on?
Well, I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better that I'm not the only one that is dizzy. So thank you very, very much. I will not be booking an MRI today, anyways.
There you go.
Yeah,
Uh, but it's
yeah.
it's it's being curious too about the energy. And it's so interesting because after I went to get groceries today and I'm driving home, and you kind of get on automatic pilot. Like, I was focused on what I'm doing. I'm a good driver. I focus, but it's, I decided, hey, I want to just kind of tune into the energy, what's going on around me right now. And within like a kilometer, I'm going over the bridge, and I see this flash out of the corner of my eye. I'm always seeing birds up, and it was an eagle, a bald eagle, flying over the bridge, like barely above the structure of the bridge. He was that low, and he's flying, following the river. Of course, I'm trying to drive it, one lane, like 2-lane bridge. I'm trying to watch him and drive at the same time. But I was like, oh, it just made me feel so good because it was felt like a reward from spirit to just say, yeah, yeah, we got you. The signs are
Hmm.
here. it
That's.
was it was pretty incredible.
I just keep on hearing squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the eagle was looking for one, I don't know.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, it
Uh,
was pretty cool though. And I think it's super important to really just be gentle with ourselves through these times where, we want to push through. And, there's things that I have on my to-do list, and I could have pushed through them, but I knew it wouldn't have been good. I knew it wouldn't have worked out. So, and I actually, funny enough, this is the first tarot card that I pulled out, the Five of Swords, which is often misunderstood, but it can be seen as hollow victory or feeling bad for people who didn't win. But what I picked up from this was, if I would have pushed through, I may have checked some things off my list, but I wouldn't have felt good about it, if that makes sense.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. So it's all about honoring self.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I like about working with energy and working with intuition and using the little tools, because it gives you validation. There's validation everywhere. I believe it.
You believe? I believe I can fly.
I believe it.
Yes.
I do believe it.
Like the eagle. I love it.
Yeah, that was pretty special. I meant to tell you about it. So there, now you know.
Oh, well, thanks. I don't feel so special. You're sharing it with everybody.
Yeah, well,
Always
you're still special. I kind of forgot about it till now. So there you have it.
Yeah, yeah. Energetically, like I think, like for myself, like as we were talking about, like feeling dizzy, and definitely like there's a lot of energies that are happening all around us, and Mercury retrograde, as you were saying, and my belief is Mercury retrograde is not such a bad thing.
Oh no, it's not a bad thing.
To me, it almost feels like the energy is clearing. So it's like clearing self out in order to receive downloads. And so things need to get all crazy, because that's what changes a person. That's what shifts the energy. Because if everything stays the same, there's no room to release, is what I just kind of picked up with that.
I love that. Yeah, and you get complacent. It's just like, change, well, this is how it's always been done. Why should I change? But I like that. Oh, Annalise here. Hi.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Anyone else who wants to say hello in the comments? Be cool to see who's here. But yeah, I don't think of Mercury retrograde as a bad thing either. I mean, truly, it's just an optical illusion. It's not actually going backwards, but energetically, it has a different feel to it for those who feel it. If you don't, so what? You don't even worry about it. Don't lose sleep over not connecting with
lucky.
Oh, and Annalie is saying crazy vertigo all day, even resulting in losing balance and falling over. Thankfully, it seemed to have eased up now. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hey, weren't you saying the other day, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down? Do you remember we had that conversation? Oh, no, it wasn't you. It was Elaine. Right. But it just made me think of it. Remember those?
Yes. Yeah. I love those things.
Yeah, I never had them. I was always envious of my cousins, so I played with them when I was over there all the time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then Annalise saying, kind of like how the moon affects the oceans and waves. Yeah, and Mercury, like I believe our planetary system really has an effect on us. I remember those as a kid, loved them. Yeah, they were fun. So simple, those little weebles.
Yes.
But as far as Mercury relates to communication. So when we're feeling all of that dizziness and wooziness, what I'm picking up is that we need to go back into ourselves as far as what's going on and communicate with ourselves and just see, what's going on? What do I need? How can I nurture myself? What can I do to return to balance? And that might change. That isn't okay. Let's set up Mercury retrograde for the next 3 weeks, however long it lasts. But it's like, be present in the moment And I think that's where, for me, the dizziness is making me be present in the moment so I don't,
Mm,
fall over, fall
nice.
on the dog. Oh, God, can you imagine? Never hear the end of it,
No, definitely not. Especially on live.
right? Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm envious of straws right now. I can't suck out of a straw because of my
Oh
mouth
yeah.
thing,
Jeez.
but
No
oh
fun.
well.
Yeah.
Uh, Something to complain about. Ah,
There's
yeah,
always gonna be something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
So do you want
go
to
ahead.
talk about our idea, or not our idea, what is coming up?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we've hinted about this or not, but in the past, this was post pandemic. Raphael and I, we had a group. We met live and in person, but we're planning on we're creating a group again, but it's going to be virtual group because it's easier. No one has to travel anywhere. You can save gas money.
Yes.
Um,
And plus, he moved
and
out to Harrison.
yeah, and we're not actually local, but we just feel like there's there's a need for people to bring more magic into their lives and trust that you have um, you have the ability to conjure a life of your own. And I know I'm kind of talking magical stuff, but for me personally, I wanted a place where I could hone my skills and to be in a safe space. And I don't know if anyone had watched my reel or not, but to to feel like you can kind of be your wacky self, and not be self-conscious about it and allow it to be out there and grow. I think it's nice to know that there's people around that can help and facilitate with that. I know I've worked a lot with people who don't trust their intuition and they don't think that they can do it and they don't have a lot of confidence, not even just in that, but just in their, as I worked with a lot of introverts to, get out of their shell, so to speak, and trust that they are who they are. So one of my superpowers is to bring tools like EFT and tapping, coaching, NLP kind of stuff, meditation, and Raphael is really good at guiding and meditation, and she's so good at just letting her intuition freak flag fly and just be who she needs to be, that she just naturally pulls it out of you.
Hmm.
And I'm really super grateful to have her as a friend because it's really helped me understand myself a lot better. So we thought we would kind of team up again and bring a group together, a weekly group.
Hmm.
So the cool thing is, I know a lot of people in the past would be like, "Oh, well, you need to be in person to feel the energy in this." No, if you can do it online, you can do it anywhere. And
Hmm.
that's how you kind of grow your skill as you go along. So, what do you got to say about it?
Well, I think it's absolutely, it's a energy of something to look forward to expand, to experiment, and yes, definitely, like you were saying, being around like-minded people and exploring your own magic within that. A lot of the times we kind of bottle it up and hide it because oh, this is a little bit too weird or whatever. So it's a very beautiful, safe place to explore through all kinds of media, like intuitive painting, games, tapping into, your inner being, your soul, your higher self, your guides, and also working with other people's guides and, intuition. So it's about just coming together and feeling comfortable in a beautiful, safe place and feeling good and allowing that energy to grow because I'm a true believer with having a group. That's how the energy expands quicker, faster while working with other people and especially in a safe place.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yes. There's something about like-minded people, especially if you want to explore that more wickedly woo-woo side that you can't share with your other friends or your family. You need to feel safe. And yet it's also fun and upbeat and light. Like, I mean, have you met us? Like, we're goofy and we are who we are, and you know, nothing stays serious for long. I mean, we can take things seriously, but at the same time, it's about having fun. I mean, think about when you were a kid. Who had, I raise my hand like we have a group already. Who had, imaginary animals or friends? Or is that just me? Was I just that
No,
weirdo?
you're just weird.
Yay. Like pretend. Whoever made a mud pie, did you ever really think you were going to eat it? I mean, come on, right? Like to have that whimsical side, to have that ability to share that with other people. And if you're meeting with the same group of people, you get to know people. You get to
Mhm.
know the energy of it. You look forward to it. I miss having a group. I think it's a lot of that camaraderie to know that there's people there that are going to understand you and allow you to be who you are, deep at the core of who you are.
Mhm.
And I'm a believer that we need a witness to change. I don't know how to explain it. I got something in my eye that might be what's stopping me. But it's almost like, yes, change happens, but when there is somebody to witness it, change is more profound and longer lasting. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? I'm sweating up a storm
That
here.
makes a lot of sense. Definitely a lot of sense, because it's you need to, why, realistically, human nature, why do we do anything usually in life? It's not necessarily, are you crying? Do you need a
No,
hug?
I got something in
Virtual
my
hug?
eye and I'm sweating too. So
Oh,
sorry to
yeah.
TMI.
Yeah.
The fan blowing on me. Turn your fan on for me. Could you imagine if that worked? We are
Oh,
magic wrap.
you
We
just
are.
have to believe. Yeah. But as human nature, why do we do a lot of things that we do? It's to have witness, for someone to say, excellent, way to go. And, like, that's awesome. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. You know, are you? I will turn my pad on. You're making me hot. So it's just like, yeah, to have someone witness your triumph, your growth, your belief in self, your belief in your own magic, your own whatever it is that you do, right? And say, wow, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we do things to belong, to fit in. And the great thing is you can fit in by being yourself because it's not about being like everybody else. It's
exactly.
about being integral in the group.
Yeah,
And what I love about working with Raphael, because yes, we have done in person before, is that we're different, yet we seem to come together in a way that just helps feed each other. Where someone has, I don't know how to explain it, but not that someone has something better than someone else, but it's different perspective. That's what it
exactly.
is.
It's about that balance, a different perspective. So it's like, you're very analytical and spiritual and all that, right? I'm kind of, this is what's coming to me, and yeah, explaining it, so on and so forth. But it's a beautiful balance, and I will not say I'm analytical at all. So
I don't feel like I am, but I guess it would seem like I am. What about when I take my glasses off? Do I seem analytical now?
hell
No,
no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Put those things
But
back on.
but but the cool thing is there's so many different types of people that when you have just one person, one mentor, you've got that one. But you'll have the best of both worlds, is what we're saying. And we would
Yeah.
love to invite you into our group. Go.
Mm-hmm.
You had something to say?
And also with the group, we're also going to be having a private page, right?
Yeah, it'll
Where
be like a private Facebook group so you can keep in touch with each other and stuff like that. Is that what
Or
you mean?
questions. Yeah. Yeah. Or questions, so on and so forth. A place to share and all that too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And I'll make sure we record the calls. So in case you can't make one, but, or it's like, oh, that was a good reading or whatever, we'll have it, unless you're in the breakout rooms, and I can't record the breakout rooms. But, yeah, it's experimental, and yet that's life. And if you're in a place where you want to have more fun and you want to grow and develop your soul, your intuition, your skills, you want to learn something new, you want to whatever, this is the group for you.
There we go.
Yeah. So if you're interested in it, there's no like sales page or anything like that. So it's just, if you're in Canada, you can e-transfer.
And how much is that for a month?
Up, lay it on them. Since you're not the analytical one, we'll let you take that one.
What? No, that's the analytical mind. That's
I know, but that's where you grow that skill. Spiritual AF.
I got something in my eye.
So we're planning, like, this is 4 times a month, so four weeks in a month. So it's $60 Canadian. So if you are in the States, it's even cheaper. But if you just want to come to one session, what did we decide it was going to be for a one-off session? I forget.
$15 for an hour and a half each session is, or each class.
See, we're really organized, right? If you want to come to a one-off, just one session, it's $20 for the one session.
Oh,
but if you're going to come for, if you're going to come for the whole month, pay for the whole month, it's $60. So then it's it works out to $6 to $15 a session. But then there's less what's the word I'm looking for? Administration stuff to do. Because you're just paying the one time, and we don't have to chase you around and ask you for money, because we don't like doing that. It's not our gig. We're into the magic, not the money.
There we go.
Money is an exchange. So, but anyways, yeah, that's kind of our official unveiling, unofficial unveiling, kind of half-ass.
Yeah.
But
see, I'm telling people the wrong prices and everything. I'm like, where was it? See, I told you should have done it.
Well, this is how we learn and grow. We get messy and we do things. And the cool thing is too, is as you know, and it might show up if you watch this as a replay, that it comes up and it talks about my Tarot Cafe, which is $7 a month to join that. Well, if you're in this group, you get the Tarot Cafe for free as well. So it's a little added bonus for you too, if you're interested in that, or you have been. It's like, now, good thing you waited, because now you can get the whole Light of the Hatha Soul group, which I don't know if we didn't even talk about what we're calling it, but that's based on the YouTube channel we share together. So, which we haven't done much with, but at least it's still there.
But that was when we had our groups also, was the Light of the Hatha Soul, like way back when.
Yeah.
Came through.
Way back when, before the pandemic. But
crazy.
Yeah. I know. It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anyways, let's pull a card for the collective here, and we'll call it a day. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So you pull one, I'll pull one. And I think, is Annalie still here? I think so. Oh, she said we're both awesome. Thank you.
We work at it.
If Annalie's still here, we'll pull one for her too. Just for being so.
Are we doing collective cards first?
Yeah. For the collective. Ooh. So I got the King of Pentacles, and for the collective, I'm just picking up that everyone just wants to feel comfortable in all of the work that they've been doing. You know, bottom line, what are you doing life for? Right? You want to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable and confident that the things that you've accomplished are worthwhile. You don't want to waste your time. That's what I'm picking up.
I love that.
Yeah.
I like that saying, what are you doing life for? That's a big, oh, I'm actually doing life.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
am I doing it for? So it's like, oh, good insight, Lorain.
Well, thank you. Thank you. See, you get this encouragement with the group.
I love it.
And the cool thing is too is sometimes you just say things and you don't realize what you say till someone kind of mirrors it back to you. That was something else I wanted to mention, because stuff will just come to me, and then and then you pointed, I'm like, oh, okay, that was kind of smart. Huh? Look at me go. Usually it's me whipping out something funny, not thinking it's funny, and then my daughter cracking up, laughing like she can't even talk. I'm like, what did I say? So she has to reiterate it back. But
Aw,
yeah.
nice.
Anyways, I went off on a tangent. What'd you get, Raph?
I received honor your body as a friend, but for some reason, 35 is like stinking jumping out at me. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So numerology or angel number 8, I suggest to look up and check into that, because that is also a message. And
Mm.
so honor your body as a friend. And it just kind of goes hand in hand with what we were talking about earlier. And it is really time. I feel like a lot of us we put our work in. We've worked our asses off and for other people and other people's wants and needs, and for, obviously, probably for the greater good of what was needed at that time. But now it's your time to honor self and take care of self and to nurture self and to listen to self. And I'm hearing like a lot of energy of like communication from, you know, and listen, tap in. It's time to go within so you can go beyond.
I love it. Go within so you can go beyond. And I love that that card came up, because it's just highlighting exactly what we were talking about, especially with the dizziness or the feeling tired. And, our
Mhm.
body is our friend, even if it's in pain, or, we've hurt ourselves. Like, we have to start loving ourselves, because no one else is going to do it properly.
Exactly.
Right? So,
For true.
for true. All right. So, yes, Annalie is here. Thank you. Thank you. Let's pull a card.
One flew out, and then all the other cards went
Oh,
that way.
you go then if your card's ready.
All right. So, Annalie, you received Cultivate Story. And what I'm
Ooh.
hearing or feeling, it's time to go to that bookshelf and take that book that you have created in your life and go through the pages and see what is no longer the story that is being told or being felt or being in the here and now. So it's time to energetically honor the paths that we have been on, but to scratch out and create new, for new
Hmm.
possibilities, new beliefs, and newfound joy. Because I'm hearing a lot of giggling.
I love that. Yeah, what I get from that too is you're the author, write your own story. Once
Mm.
you've done the editing, it's time to cultivate a new story. I love it. Those are cool cards. What's that
Yeah.
deck called?
Where is it? It is Wild Things Oracle. Wisdom of
Ah,
the Wild Things Oracle.
very cool. Let's see it again. Show me again. I want to see who the author and the
Is that good?
illustrator. There we go. Written by Angie Sullins and illustrated, shifted over. Eva Boniva. Artwork by Eva Boniva. Hey, very cool. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
When my daughter was little, we used to go to the public library all the time. And every time I would read a book, I would always say who the author was and who it was written and who the illustrator was. And it's so funny because some of the old ones, like the Very Hungry Caterpillar, and there's a few other ones, Mystery on the Docks, she still remembers the name of the author. It's really cool. That was a good one, Mystery on the Docks by Thatcher Hurd. So if you have anyone who's grade, I don't know, early primary school, it's a fun story. Anyhow, sorry, Annalie, that was from Rap. This is the one that popped out for you, is the High Priestess.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I think, you've been working your craft, and I think this is where your insights are starting to come through because you're in flow with that energy. And the energy of creativity is very similar to the energy of intuition because it's through play and because it's through incorporating your body and your movements and your ability to articulate things and focus, that's helping you kind of get out of your own head and just be in flow. That's what I pick up. You get anything else, Raph?
Beautiful. I 100% agree with you. And I feel the insight of, like Annalie's crafts coming through a lot, new inspiration, new ideas, that flow of connection to be able to tap in. And also the one big thing is like, know why you're creating it. So there's going to be meaning behind each piece that you make, because I'm hearing, it's because she'll know why she's creating it for a certain purpose or a certain energy.
I love that. Intention and awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Well, there you go, Annalie. Thanks for being here. And so we're going to be posting more, and I'll put together some kind of little sign up page or something for those of you who are interested. Oh, we didn't even tell you the logistics of it. And things can change depending on the group, but we've decided we've thrown the dart on the dartboard, and it's going to be Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific for 90 minutes. That is when we're holding our group each week. We would love for you to join us. $60 Canadian, or do a one-off. Just come for a drop-in for $20. If you're interested, DM one of us right now, because like I said, we don't have anything kind of set up. If you're in, I can do PayPal. We can do e-transfer, all that logistical stuff. But anyways, we're excited. We're very, very excited. And Annalie says, thank you, ladies. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Any final thoughts before we head to our perspective lives?
Well, I did write one more thing, or I channeled one more thing earlier on, and I just feel like it might be a good one to share. So
Please.
we will leave it with you. And maybe this is something that you can challenge yourself with and think about, and maybe do some writing on if you want. So I wrote, I challenge you to believe that all things are possible. You just need to dream things into your reality. Dare to dream. So
I love it.
And then I hand it over to you.
Dare to dream.
Yes.
And we can help with that. Hang around with us in a more intimate, setting. We won't put you live for everybody in the world to see, but you can hang out with us. you want to hang out with us. Rub elbows with the quirky, intuitive people.
There we go.
All right. Take care, everyone. We're going to be live next week as well, just live as live can be. I'm sticking to about 30 minutes just so everybody can drink their tea and have their dinner and all that fun stuff. So take care. Peace.